I was into women. Women were they were into me. Well, I like the attention from women.
Okay.
Because I love my women, my black women. See, in America, they still show those stupid commercials of feed. Yeah. You can adopt a child in Africa today, and feeding the kid that's starving and flies flying all around the kid. This kid starving. You know, that's the kind of crap that they air. The money that if you do come here from the States,
yeah,
you're already 3 times richer. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't even know that.
Yeah.
And you'll live just like you would live there, better though here, because you're with your own people.
Exactly, with
your own people. Yeah, because every time I go anywhere, I'm always looking over my shoulder. Yeah. I actually have PTSD.
Sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry too.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Royal Kingdom Estates platform. This is another episode of the Motherland series, and on this series we have in-depth conversations with our guests, mostly our clients and people that are taking a trip to experience the motherland, to learn of their experiences, some of the highlights of their journeys, and just take everything that we can from their stories and apply the bits to our lives as well. Today I'm joined by Roy. Now Roy is the son of Pamela. You've probably seen her video at this point. Wonderful woman. And I decided if I've spoken to the mother, we have to hear the son's perspective too. So please help me welcome Roy to the platform. Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Ajwa,
you got it.
How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. And yourself?
I'm fine. I'm good.
That's wonderful. So we like to, take a trip way back to the beginning. So tell me about yourself. I know you were born in New York.
Yeah.
How was life there for you in general?
Okay, so I was born in New York. I was born in the Bronx.
Okay.
From the Bronx, we moved to Long Island. Mm-hmm. So I had my childhood in Long Island. That was cool,
okay.
When it came time for my junior years, we moved to Baltimore, Maryland.
Right.
That's where I actually did my teenage life.
Okay.
And from my teenage life was my teenage life. It was a.
What do you mean by that?
I was wild.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I lived.
That's good. It's good to live.
I wasn't. I lived fast.
Okay.
I basically I was a street kind of person.
Okay.
I was into women. Women they were into me. Well, I liked the attention from women.
Okay.
Because I love my women.
Okay.
My black women.
Yes.
So and I was kind of popular.
Okay.
I was popular. I had a popular sister.
What made you popular?
My sister already was popular.
Okay.
You know what I mean? She was already popular. And then, when I came to high school after her,
mm-hmm.
It was already talk about her little brother coming to the high school.
That must have been something.
Yeah, so she already paved the way for me. So
I see.
As soon as I stepped on the scene, it was all good.
Yeah. And you loved the hype, you liked the attention, so everything was just connected for you.
Yeah,
it was
because being from New York, I was already dressing fly.
Uh-huh.
I was a fly guy.
Okay.
I was already liking, in the jewelry, leather coats,
mm-hmm.
Dressing nice, you know. And my sister paved the way, so the women were on me. So it was love,
It was all love.
It was love.
I see.
Yeah, so from that, my parents couldn't keep up with the kind of life that I liked.
I was gonna come to that. Like, how did they take it?
I did things I probably shouldn't have been into. You know what I mean? Because that was a life. You know what I'm saying? But eventually I changed that lifestyle.
How did you change? What made you change?
Actually, what happened to me was I fell in love with somebody.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Yeah, I fell in love with somebody.
Okay.
And I had a family.
Mm-hmm.
So I became a family man.
Yeah.
So at the age of 20, I got my first job.
Okay.
With the railroad.
Mm-hmm.
So I worked there for 26 years at Amtrak.
26 years.
I changed my whole life.
I can see.
I went through some things to get to that.
Mm-hmm.
But I was basically a kind of guy that I liked the street life.
Yeah.
But I changed.
Yeah, it's good. Change is good.
A woman can make you do that though if you love them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
We're learning a lot today. Love is such an important thing in one's life.
Yeah.
No, that's amazing, and it's good to hear that love was able to influence that
raising children and a family.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what men do.
I think you have a son.
I have 2 sons.
You have 2 sons, and you at a point you didn't want them to have the kind of life that you had growing up.
No. My children, I did not know. They weren't living like I lived.
Yeah.
And that ain't supposed to be. That's not supposed to be.
Right.
You know, you do what you got to do so your children don't have to do it.
You have to experience it to learn from it in order to teach them the good
Right.
of it.
Right. Exactly.
That's interesting.
Got with her and bought my first house, which it was a ghetto house, but it was my first piece of property.
Where was it?
It was in Baltimore City.
Okay.
Emerson Avenue area, which is hood, but it was my first piece, you know, so.
You must have been so proud.
Yeah, I was. I didn't stay in there long enough though.
How come?
Because it was in the hood.
Right, so you wanted out.
Yeah, I wasn't raising my kids where there's, you know, rats in the alley and even getting into your house, you know, stuff like that. I wasn't doing that.
Right.
So, you know, I had to move them to a better environment. So I moved to Baltimore County.
Okay.
And took my kids there.
Were they
and
excited?
my wife, because I married her eventually.
Oh.
It took a long time.
Too long.
It took a long time, you know, but I did it.
That's good for you. Congratulations.
Yeah, we're not married now though, so you could congratulate what happened.
There's a lot of plot twists in this story.
No, I'm in Ghana and I'm single, ready to mingle.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I did my raising though. I raised my kids. They're all grown.
Yeah. You love them?
I love my kids, yeah.
What's the relationship with your ex-wife?
Me and my ex-wife, actually, we have a good relationship.
Okay.
We didn't at first, you know, but that's just the way it works.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I mean, but
that makes sense.
it was bumpy, but we're good now.
Yeah. Are you happy for the stage that you are in your life?
No, I could be happier. I think even the happiest person could say they want more happiness. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm okay. I'm good, but I'm not a complacent person.
Okay.
I believe, you know, complacency is stagnation of the brain.
Yes.
So, you know, and I'm trying to get ahead.
Okay.
So I look for more.
Okay.
More. You know, I'm trying to always...
I think you'll find more in Ghana.
Oh, I know I will. I've been meeting people since I've been here.
Yeah. Tell me about your experience there. Is this the first time
in
Ghana? Second?
Second, yeah. I was here back in, I believe it was April for a month.
Okay.
April or May, one of them. It wasn't too long ago. It just seemed like yesterday, actually.
I can imagine. And how was that journey for you? How was the experience when you got to Ghana, meeting the people?
Okay, so first off, the people here are nice. Let me just tell you. Like before I came, you know, it was like, be careful how you dress.
Okay.
You know, this is what you hear, you know, but people don't really know. You know what I mean? Be careful how you dress and how you are, you know, when you go there, because whatever they thought, they were wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I get here and I'm like, well, why be worried? These people, they don't...
We're chill people.
Yeah, these are some cool people. They're like, nobody's trying, there's nothing like the streets of Baltimore.
Yeah.
The streets of Baltimore, you know, you can't, you're always looking over your shoulders.
Yeah.
the streets of Baltimore is bad. So, but coming here, no, it took me having to get used to it. But I felt relaxed. I started going around the neighborhood, you know, because at first we was in Achimoto, that area. Achimota.
Yes.
Yeah. And I went to the mall and I was like, whoa, hold on, they got some
good stuff.
They got some good stuff in here. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I even bought, I think I bought this Burberry hat out of Achimoto.
Okay.
Yeah, I bought it back because I had something to rock with it. So, yeah, I bought this hat here. That was months ago.
That means what you hear out there is not what you experience here. It's completely different. It's the opposite.
That's the thing. That's what I'm like. I got friends that, you know, they make like, they were making jokes about. So, you know, thinking that is like they think zebras, elephants, lions, tigers, you know, that kind of craziness. You know what I mean? Because they watch too much.
I think about it and I can't, you know, get a grasp of it because this is 2025. Like, you can't be having that kind of perception.
No. You will, because see, in America, they still show those stupid commercials of feed. Yeah. You can adopt a child in Africa today, and feeding the kid that's starving and flies flying all around the kid. This kid starving. You know, that's the kind of crap that they air. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So people get stuck on that. You know, and then our own people don't really help when you got looking at like Eddie Murphy's stuff when he would be making jokes about Fufu and keeping her in the closet and that kind of, not knowing that Fufu looks good. Fufu, like a girl named Fufu in the closet. It was jokes like back in the day. But now I'm like, no. You want your girl on your side because these girls here are nice.
So, Ghana, yeah, we've talked about your coming down here, the experiences with the people and all of that. Are you looking to move here at some point?
Yeah. That's
in the plans?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, because she bought, I believe now it's up to 8 plots. So I am going to be putting something together there too.
I look forward to that.
Yeah.
Where's your plots? Do you know Gracie T?
You would have to ask. I know she already spoke. Yeah,
I'll get there.
Either way, you know, it's through you guys, Royal Kingdom Estates, baby.
You've been to a breed?
Yes.
You like it?
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
You're looking to put up a home. Will you eventually bring the children down?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, no doubt about that. Yeah, I actually was talking to my son about all the opportunities here. Yeah,
what are some of the opportunities you see, especially for yourself?
Well, first off, I've been talking to people as far as there's been people telling me that, you know, I should actually start doing YouTube videos myself. Okay. And start letting people back at home know more about Ghana. Yeah. And how it is here, so they can get the wrong perception out of their head and know what reality is. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, and I also know that there's money in real estate here. Okay. Yeah, so I'm glad to meet Danny. You know, that's a good thing. There's, to me, from what I've seen, a shortage of electronics like that. Electronics, you can make a lot of money in. Here. It's so much. It's so much. It's so much. I'm glad. Yeah. And bringing another thing, like the type of restaurants. I know that they have some of the restaurants that we had back in the States, like Pizza Hut, Burger King, and KFC. You know, KFC, all of that kind of stuff. But I'm talking about other things too that they need that we have there. Like back in the States, we. Like Baltimore is good with cheesesteak subs. I haven't seen that kind of food here. Cheesesteak subs is a big thing. You know what I mean? From Philly, New York, you know, like I said, Baltimore, you know, those kind of things. But you guys are catching all of it. It's all coming here, and I see it. You know what I mean? The partying thing, I see, is already off the hook. You know what I mean? So you're not gonna at home. You're not gonna miss a beat with that. Trust me.
It's developing, and there's a lot of development down here. That's why we keep, as a company, we keep saying that now is the time. If you're gonna build, now is the time. If you're gonna invest, now is the time. If there's anything that you want to do, time is now. And it's so amazing to see you and your mom take the trip down here to have all of these wonderful experiences, have this very solid relationship with us, Royal Kingdom Estates. It's just so heartwarming to see. Like, I heard her talking, and it's just so great, basically. And looking at building a future for your children as well.
Yeah.
It's just wonderful, really.
And then, like, I went to the dentist yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And to see, so first off, my dentist said something that had me for a second. He was, cause I had this problem with my teeth, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I went to see this dentist and he checked me out, did the same x-rays that they did back home.
Mm-hmm.
And, cause first I told him what the problem was and what they told me about these fractured teeth, right? So he took a look and he didn't see nothing. He was like, I gotta do some x-rays. So he came back and he asked me, he says, so where are you from again? You're from the States, right? I said, yeah. And he said, your coverage is through your insurance.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, yeah. And he was like, yeah, money. He was like, you don't have any fractured teeth.
Oh.
He said you have deep pockets, which means, because I'm real big on my teeth, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know how my gums, I'm pushing down on them too much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm always flossing a lot. You know, I stay on my teeth. I guess I stay on them too much.
Right.
And I was hurting my gums.
Yeah.
And so that was the problem. I was gonna actually, yes.
Wow.
Yes. That was it.
And he told you the truth right there.
He said all I need to do is do deep cleaning on both sides, and you come back in 6 months, which I'll be back in May anyway.
Yeah.
You know, just keep staying on your teeth, getting them cleaned every 6 months, and that's a big savings. So what I'm saying is that, you know, America is always trying to get all of your money from you.
And
you know
trying
what
to
I'm
take from
saying?
you. Stores on a daily.
Yeah.
Wow.
Here, first off, the money that if you do come here from the States, you're already 3 times richer. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't even know that.
Yeah.
And you'll live just like you would live there, better though here, because you're with your own people.
Exactly, with peace
with
of
your
mind.
own people.
With not having to look over your shoulder every 3 seconds. And
yeah, because every time I go anywhere, I'm always looking over my shoulder.
Yeah.
I actually have PTSD.
Sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry too.
Anyways, okay. So before we wrap this up, any last words for our beautiful audience? It's been great listening to you, by the way. This has been a great conversation. But
I'm glad I enjoyed it too, as well.
Yeah. Tell them those who are still skeptical about investing in Ghana, you know, partnering with Royal Kingdom Estates.
I'm gonna tell you back at home, and the audience here as well.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly back at home, because I want you guys to stop being duped. But you need to come check Ghana out. And when you do come to Ghana, come check out Royal Kingdom Estates.
Yeah.
When you're interested in buying land, because I'm telling you, Ghana's got it going on. It really does. I learned a lot. I mean, I'm not duped by what was told to me back home. Yeah. Because I know. And I like it. Yeah. And I will be back.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you guys for sitting through this with us. Well, like he said, what you see is what you get with Royal Kingdom Estates. So come in. We have so many options for you across all of our developments. We're selling at The View. We're selling at Blackstar Village. We're selling at Grey City. Currently at Phase 4. We still have some plots in Phase 1, 2, 3 also, if you want to be in those communities. Get your service plots. Get your ready-built properties at Grey City Prime. Come in and invest at the future East Airport. We also have the African Renaissance Tower at Osu. It's a big vision, so tap in now so you can be part of it in the future. Thank you so much. Follow us across all of our socials. Like the video, subscribe. Look out for his YouTube, because I know it's going to be amazing. And yeah, stay tuned. We'll be back with more amazing content.
Love, peace, God, and happiness.
Yeah.